Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So guys, we are getting started with the front end of e-commerce website. So now guys, let's get started. So first step, let's move to our editor, and here I have served the application. And now guys, let's go to the layouts, so which we have already worked. So let me just zoom it to show you here: resource, views, layouts, and inside this layout we have already created the front end blade file and set up that, which you can see the output here. Okay, so I'll just show you. Yep, perfect. So now guys, let's set up the navbar first. So let's move inside this folder, and file it goes to the navbar blade.php direct partials folder. And now guys, let me unzoom a little, scroll zoom. Okay, so first step, I just want to add few things here, like sticky hyphen top, and you can minimize this, get at the last, where is it? Yeah, and paste it. Let's arrange this navbar. And now guys, so here I'm going to create a top bar. So top navbar, hit enter, then container row column md6 and small column with 12. Oops, I made a mistake. Yes, 6, and you can add call 12, and inside this you can add a ul tag and li tag. Let's add the class, so it should be in a horizontal list hyphen group, group, and then list hyphen group hyphen horizontal. And here we add the phone number with icon. So for icon you can use fa hyphen whatsapp, and paste your phone number, something like, okay, done. And next will be your email id, sales@ecom.com, and here nvelope, then hyphen o. Okay, and then finally one phone. Done. And here again you can paste your phone number. And coming to the next column md6, let's copy this, paste here, and you can mention that as follow us. So let me add here follow us, and here you can just add all your social media links. Okay, like YouTube, Twitter, then Instagram, Facebook. Done. Now you can get down with the navbar, main navbar here. So guys, I'm using a Bootstrap, so let me just show you. Getbootstrap.com, this is version 5.3. You can use the navbar here. Okay, so if you have no idea what is navbar, so you can just follow with this and create your navbar. Yep. And now let me arrange this first, what is happening here. Let me push it, minimize, and align it here first. So home we are going to keep, yes, home itself, and give forward slash here, which will redirect. And then shop by category. Let's copy this. Let's copy this, paste here again, and this will be shop by products, or you can tell all products, or you can mention only products directly. So here I will just mention like URL forward slash here shop by category. Okay, and here we can mention like collections or complete products, so you can mention as product itself. Okay, so this will be all my products on the front end. Let me just copy this. I mean, Control X. Let's remove it and move below where this is the login and register button, right? So here what we'll do, let's mention as login / sign up. And here you can use the icon of login. Okay, so here we paste the login sign and I have given a margin and 1 and FS6, matlab font size 6 here. So now these are the drop down items and here you can mention that fields which is login register. Okay, so let's mention that login then register. Okay, which is the route here. You can just copy the same route. Let's Control C and paste, Control V. So now Control C again, Control V to paste. Let's remove other drop downs. So if you have any other list, you can just add it on. So right now I'm just going to keep this much itself and let's remove this. And here you see guys, there is an if condition. So if you want to add, so you can add this in this way. Okay, so you can utilize this. Done. And now you can remove this part. Cool. So here set for the drop down. And now guys, I just want to design this nav bar in little different way. So instead of nav link, I'll tell nav button. So now let's use the CSS file. Let's go to public assets and you don't have a front end folder. So let's create one front end folder, front end. And inside this front end, yes, styles.css. So we have created now. Let's paste the class button and paste this CSS guys. So let me paste here, which is just to create a simple button design. Okay. And now guys, when you have created this CSS file, you need to link in your folder. Okay. So not folder, layout. Let's go to the front end layout inside this front end blade.php and here you have to link that. So let me Control B minus and yes. So first step, we have a Bootstrap CSS and the second what we have to use, again use a link tag colon CSS class where you will mention that styles.css, in which path you have to mention the path here. So it's inside the public folder. So if you want to access the public folder, use a asset function or a method, and inside that you have to mention that there is a assets folder, then front end folder and styles.css file. And now you can test it guys. So let me just move there, refresh. So here you see that we have got the above output and here is the button design guys. Okay, so few more things we have to do, basic setups. So let's move to the editor, go to the styles.css. So first step, I will add HTML comma body. I think I have misspelled HTML comma body, and inside this first step I will set the background color hash F7 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 and then the font family. So let's Google Google fonts. So let's move here. I have already some font Montserrat. Let me remove all, go to the fonts again and search for Finlandica. Okay, so here I select, get this font. I want embedded and here we have a web. Let's copy this, click copied and move below, go to your front end setup layout area and remove this whatever font given by the Laravel. Let's remove that and paste our font family. Okay, so I have pasted it and now you can utilize this font in your style sheet. So let's move, and here they have provided how to use it. So I'm just going to copy this font family. That's it. Done. And now let's set up the headings. Hit 6, copy and paste. Then label p tag, comma a tag. So a tag and paste it. And guys, when you create a new website designing, the a tag will be automatically underlined. So I need that also. So just use this a tag separately and paste here. And now in this text decoration, none. So which removes the underline. Let me show you. So this underline you see now. Refresh. So the underline is removed. Cool. So now guys, there are few dot lines here, as you see dots. So we need to remove that also, and let's design this more perfectly. Let's get back to the navbar, and here let's move to the top navbar. Let's copy this class and create the navbar and paste the color. So I will add the background color and move next to this. Let me add the CSS first so it makes you more clear. Okay, let's paste here, and in this top navbar, list group. So style is none. So which makes this list group all that dots. So you can just view here. Now that dot has gone. Okay, it's not yet gone. Let me just check it out once again. Okay, I think I have missed that. So here we go. That li tags I need to add. If you're using this nav link, you have to add it in a tag. So if you want to use this as a tag here, let me just show you. Class top nav links, and you can utilize in this way. So here you add a phone number, tell, and this is your phone number. For the uh, mail ID, you can just use this in this format, like mail to colon and the mail ID. Again, for the phone number, you can use in the same format. Okay, so I'll just paste that here. Perfect. And this is a WhatsApp, guys, actually. So you can use https colon forward WhatsApp slash me and then the phone number. Done. And the same goes with the followers also, guys. Let's move back and refresh. So here you see, let me inspect, and you can follow like why. Aha, I see that it's not linked. I don't know why. So we need to just check out. Top navbar. Yep. So here is the mistake, guys, which the spelling mistake I have done. And here let's update this, and other things are correct. So now refresh. So it works fine. Cool. So yep, guys, other for a tags, you just need to add the classes. So as you see that here I have missed it. Let's paste that class. Yes. Let me go to elements, refresh. Cool. So now guys, we need to float this to end. Add float end. Refresh, and here it goes. So now guys, we need to add the icon CDN link. So let me just Google out. Let's go font awesome bootstrap CDN. Hit enter. Here you get, and this is the font awesome CDN link. So you can copy this. I think this is not the okay. Let me go to W3 schools. Perfect. We can copy this also, not a problem. Let's copy this, get back to our editor, go to the front end and set up that. So now we have a font awesome CDN link. Refresh. Okay, cool. So we have got all the icons here on the followers and here also. Perfect. So now guys, let's move again back to the code And let's move to the navbar. And now guys, let's start designing with this navbar below. Okay, I mean this main navbar. So here you see that this button is at the top and this padding is a little less. So what we can do, we can just adjust this CSS here. So by adding few code like nav link here. So what are we going to do? Just add a padding 10 px, top and bottom, and right and left will be 0, or you can adjust to 6. Okay, and give as not important, which means it is important. So let's increase the size here. You can see I'm just hovering it, so it increases the size. Perfect. I think this will be the good 20 px. Now let's copy this, and this CSS is a nav link. So get back to your browser, I mean editor. So nav hyphen link class, and inside this, which is coming inside the nav bar. Okay, so you can mention that nav bar path also. And guys, get back to the navbar, and here on this drop down, so this is the main drop down, and here you just need to add a my hyphen auto and done. Refresh. So here you see the gap comes, and now guys, we need to give some spaces between these, and now you can increase the space also. So instead of 6, let's increase to 12 will be fine. Now guys, first I will design this font weight, which will be 600. I think 500 is good. So text transform, which will be capitalized, and let's increase the font size. So font size from 18 px. I think not capitalized. Let me make it to uppercase. Perfect. And here we go to 16. Cool. And then guys, let's update the color hash 000, which will be the black. Yes. And I think it's add important. Cool. So now guys, let's copy, paste it. Or where do we paste here? Here in this nav link. All set. So now guys, from this button, whatever this button is, so you just need to add a margin start hyphen md on the laptop view 3. So same here in this above drop down also you need to add. Now get back, refresh. Cool. So it's look better. Let's fill out all the nav bars. This is the product, and next will be about us, and finally um, the contact us. Cool. Contact about nav. So navbar is ready. Cool. So now guys, let's begin with the first part of this slider on the home page. So let's go to get Bootstrap, search for the carousel, hit enter, and here we go. So we have this. Let's copy it, get back to the code, and go to the front end layout. And inside this front end, we are not going to disturb the front end side. We are going to on the views front end index blade file. So here, let's paste that slider code, and now we need the images. So let's move, refresh. Okay, so here you see we have the images. I mean, we don't have the images, but it is sliding. So let's search for just images, and I will just download and show you guys. So I just went on this FreePick website, and you can directly search for e-commerce or carousel slider, which is available. So here I'll search for e-commerce. Okay, so here I got this, which is freely available. So you can just download it. How do I download? Here it is. Let's click download. So it's downloaded, and now I will use that. Yeah, let's get back and I'll just move that file inside my, let me just show you here. Okay, e-commerce slider. So Control X and go to the exam htdocs where with, and then here we have a Laravel e-commerce, and then go to public folder, assets, front end, and inside this front end I will create one images folder. I think we already have one folder in the public. Okay, yeah, uploads. I think this is the backend part, so we are not going to disturb that. So instead we will go inside this assets and create one images folder, images, and inside this images we'll keep all the global images. Okay, so let's Control C, copy, minimize it, and now you can utilize here, which is in the public folder. So as you see that we have assets, and then here you have the images. So double curly brace, use a asset method and call your path, which is assets forward slash images forward slash e-commerce slider. Cool. So now guys, let me copy and paste for other three path, and done. Now you can get back, refresh, and here you see you have the images. Okay, slider image. Cool. So guys, if you have a content, you can just add on the image, or you can style by yourself. Now guys, let's move to the next part.